Okay, so this is a video to help you figure out how to use the link cable in your headset to connect to your PC. Many of you may have a PC or laptop that is not technically VR compatible. Maybe it's a little older, maybe it's an Ultrabook, maybe it's something like a Chromebook. Regardless of what you have going on, and even if you have a computer that is VR compatible, these steps are going to be useful for you as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into our browser. And the first thing that we need to do is we need to search for the Oculus app download. And then we're going to come into the Setup Oculus. And that takes you to this page here. So you should land here. And what you're going to do is you're going to scroll down and you're going to see something like Quest 2. And you're going to see some information about downloading the Oculus mobile app to your Google or Android, your Google or your Apple phone. And we're going to want to do that. And you're also going to want to download the software called AirLink and Link Cable software. I'll give you a separate video that kind of walks you through how to download the app and then what to do with that. But right now, go ahead and download this software. And when you hit download on this software, what you should see is the Oculus Quest setup. And once that is done downloading, go ahead and install it. Once you have that installed, go ahead and open the Oculus app. Now, the Oculus app is going to prompt you to log in or to create a profile. If you've already been using your Quest 2 headset, you've probably already been prompted to create a profile. Go ahead and use that login information to log into this app. If for some reason you haven't used the headset yet or created a profile, go ahead and create a new one. Reuse that profile for both this app and your headset. They need to match. And then once you set up your profile, the next thing that the app is going to try to do is try to get you to set up your headset. Now, if you have a VR compatible computer and you click on this setup and you pick the Quest 2 device, it's going to take you to this, and at which point you can click on the link cable, and the system will attempt to test to see if your link cable and headset are going to work. If you have a VR compatible computer, you should be able to continue through this setup. If you do not have a VR compatible computer, then this is just going to spin forever. So go ahead and quit setup. When you quit setup, it will take you back to this splash page, and it'll tell you something like your system graphics card is incompatible, or your hardware is incompatible, or whatever. But regardless, we still need to have this app installed because it does some stuff in terms of drivers and things on the back end that enable your headset to actually connect. Alright, so go ahead and just minus out of that app for right now. And then the next thing that we need to do to ensure that our headset can actually connect to the computer is we need to go and find the Oculus Developer Downloads. And you'll find Oculus Developer Center Downloads. And when you click on that, it will take you to this page. You may get prompted to indicate what your preferred headset is or to create a profile. You don't really need to do any of that. You can skip it or just indicate, yep, you're using a Quest 2. And then you'll see things like the MetaQuest Developer Hub. We probably don't need the Developer Hub. This is a much more advanced set of controls and things like that you can use to kind of configure and do some things to the headset. But we don't really need any of that right now. What we really need to be looking for is something called the Oculus ADB drivers. So what this does is it allows your computer to talk to your headset as if it's an Android device. So the Oculus Quest 2 is in fact an Android device. So you just need the drivers so that you can actually connect to it. So you'll go ahead and hit download on this. And when you download that, what you will find is this Oculus ADB driver 2.0. So once you have that downloaded, it's a zip file, so you're going to need to extract it first. So right click it and hit extract all. After you've extracted that folder, then you can come into the extracted version, open that up, and then what you're going to do is you're going to click on this Android Win USB, and then you're going to right click it you're going to hit install, you're going to hit open, you're going to hit yes, and you should get a prompt saying that the operation is completed successfully. I don't know if this works on Mac or not. That is a separate video. I guess I'll have to investigate or look into, but it should work for at least Windows. Presumably, if you're downloading that driver for the Mac, then maybe it just recognizes what type of system you're downloading on, and hopefully it gives you the appropriate version. If for some reason it doesn't, then you may need to do this MetaQuest Developer Hub for Mac, because again, presumably it will create or download the necessary drivers that you need to do that ADB connection. So once you've done that ADB connection driver, what you should be able to do now is go into your File Explorer and then go to this PC. Now, if everything has worked properly, when you go to connect your headset using the link cable after installing that driver, you should see this Quest 2 icon pop up. If you don't see it, like if your screen looks like this, go ahead and plug in your headset, restart it, and when you restart it, what you'll get is a little notification or a message inside the headset asking you whether or not you want to accept connecting to the USB device. Go ahead and hit yes to that. If you don't get that pop-up, then likely it has shown up in your notification bell that's next to the time in the main menu for the Oculus. Click on that notification bell, look for the USB connection button or notification, and click yes to that. And as soon as you do that, you should see the Quest 2 pop up into your File Explorer. This is your indication that the headset is in fact connected to your PC properly in a way that will allow you to use Unity to actually load your game that you've been working on. So if for some reason you don't get this to this step, definitely email me or set up some time on Zoom, and I'll be happy to try and walk through and troubleshoot with you, or we can try and do something during class. So hopefully that helps you get started. I'll also post some videos on how you use the app that you download to your phone to set your headset in developer mode. You'll probably want to do that before you attempt this. So go ahead and take a look at that first and make sure your headset's at least in developer mode, because you want to be in developer mode and confirm that the USB connection is possible, and then try this. So hopefully that works, and good luck.